Welcome to another edition of Butler's Inventor Playground. In this episode, we're going to look at how to create the horizontal monkey bar. To start, we're going to go to the Inventor Eye and create a new standard IPT. And we're going to start a 2D sketch on the XY plane. We're going to draw this big rectangle that you see on the front here. That rectangle is 96 inches long and it's 6 inches tall. In fact, the end is 6 by 6. That'll come in handy because later when we extrude it, we're going to extrude it 6 inches. But for now, let's make a rectangle that's 96 inches long and 6 inches tall. So we can grab a rectangle tool, start at the origin, we will make it 96, hit the tab key to go over to the height, and tell the height to be 6 inches. And then I can hit enter. Looks good to me. Let's finish our sketch. I like to go to the home view to see it as I'm extruding, and we're going to extrude that rectangle, that's right, 6 inches. Now we have to move on to the holes. The holes can be done a numerous number of ways. For us, we're going to use the rectangular pattern in the sketch. And we're also going to use the hole tool. So back to our part. We're going to be creating a point on here. We're actually only going to draw one point. And that point is going to be 3 inches from the bottom to the center point, and it's going to be 12 inches from the end. So we'll say start 2D sketch on the front. We'll grab the point tool up here and place the point tool somewhere on our part. Next, we're going to dimension that point. It needs to be 3 inches from the bottom to the center of that point. Oh, I selected it right, but it didn't work, so I'll hit escape. Let's try that again. Dimension from the bottom to the center. There we go. And I'll click to place it. That's going to be 3 inches, and I'll hit enter. Then we're going to dimension from the right side to the center point. When I click to place that, that's going to need to be 12 inches. Awesome. That is the only point we actually have to draw. Now we're going to use a rectangular pattern. A rectangular pattern is found up here. We have rectangular, circular pattern, and mirror. We're going to use the rectangular pattern. And the first thing we're going to need to select is the geometry. What do we want to actually pattern? We want to pattern this point right here. So I'm going to wait till it's red and then click on it. Next, we have to tell it what direction should it pattern this. Should it go left to right, top to bottom? So we're going to say, click on the direction 1 arrow, and you either have to select, well, it looks like I can't select the top line. We're going to select this bottom line, and it's going to let us go from left to right. And you notice the arrow, the green arrow, is pointing to the right. We actually want to pattern off to the left. Not a problem. We have the flip-flop here, and we can change which way it's going to pattern. If we come back to our sheet, I've put a nice little rectangular pattern box for you. In there, it tells you that you're going to need a count of 7 because we're going to have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 holes. and they're going to be spaced out 12 inches apart. So we're going to change the count to 7 and the spacing to 12. And I'm going to double check. Looks pretty good. 7 of them going to the side, spaced out. I can hit OK. I like it. We are done with this sketch now. We can say finish sketch. We're going to grab the hole tool right here. The nice part about the hole tool is it automatically selects every single one of those points. Right now they have a diameter of 0.25 inches and they're cutting through all of the piece. Alright, well, we do want to cut through all the piece. That's true. But our diameter needs to be 2 inches. So if we come back here, we're going to highlight that diameter and change that to 2 inches. And it's going to cut through all. And we can say OK. There we go. We have our 7 holes equally spaced. Cut all the way through. Now we can save this. And the name on the sheet says horizontal monkey bar. So let's go to the Inventor I. Save as. Select your H drive. Select the folder if you created one, or just put it in your H drive. And you have to give it a name. So the name is going to be horizontal monkey bar. It's in the right location. It's got the right name. We'll hit save. There you go. Another part done for the Butler Inventor Playground. I hope this helped.